Two murders at the antipodes, tying them an invisible blood-red thread, thin as a strand of hair. Those cut by Danilo Restivo to his victims, after consummating his crimes, committed with weapons, crimes that exuded cruelty, fetishism, sadism, obsession. Nicknamed the Killer of the Scissors, Danilo Restivo is a difficult boy, lonely and since adolescent shows signs of discomfort. He walks around holding in his pocket the scissors barber and on the buses, cuts locks of hair to the young students he attacks behind, terrorizing them. Restivo also had a habit of obsessing over girls he woos, and when they reject him, he has violent outbursts of anger, threatens girls who reject him, until you get to phone them and remain silent within the background the soundtrack of Deep Red or Beethoven's Per Elisa. On September 12, 1993, a 16-year-old student from a good family, Elisa Claps, disappeared into thin air. She told her friends that she had a date with an older guy, and that same day, Danilo showed up in the emergency room with deep stab wounds and bloody clothes. He gets treated and goes home like nothing happened, and then disappears in another city. The Claps family, from the beginning, indicates him as the main suspect for the disappearance of his daughter. So the investigators begin to question him, but he provides conflicting versions of movements and times. But there is no concrete evidence to nail him missing Elisa's body. Restivo then decides to move abroad to rebuild a life far from Italy. On November 12, 2002, the children of Heather Barnett, a simple 48-year-old seamstress, find their mother's lifeless body in the bathroom, killed by a gun. She's holding a lock of her hair, her body disfigured by stab wounds. British investigators immediately focus their attention on the troubled neighbor, the now 30-year-old Danilo Restivo. They soon discover that he harasses women, threatens them, and gets to cut off their locks of hair, chasing them while jogging in the woods. He's Heather's killer, but once again, they have no evidence to frame him. Another 8 years pass and Restivo is already 37, but the turning point comes on 17th of March 2010 when the mummified body of Elisa Claps is found. Her remains remained for over 16 years hidden in a niche in the attic of the church. Elisa's body, massacred by 13 stab wounds, is still wearing the jeans and bra cut that day, and are crucial clues to the sexual assault that she suffered prior to her murder. Elisa Claps' file is cross-referenced with Heather Barnett's, so coincidences are found that finally lead to the arrest of suspect Danilo Restivo on May 28, 2010. He is the author of the two crimes, and the decisive evidence comes from a blood trace extracted from Elisa's clothes. The DNA nails him. The British police arrest Restivo, also imputing the crime of Heather Barnett. The British judges sentence him to life imprisonment. Danilo Restivo is now 40 years old. Judge Michael Bowes, pronouncing the closing argument, points him so to the court. It should only be out by 2050, when he's 78. Despite the efforts of the authorities and the attention of the media, the case of the scissor killer continues to be shrouded in mystery and many questions. The identities of the two victims and the details of their murders have remained etched in the memory of Italy and the United Kingdom. The story of the scissor killer is a sad reminder of lost lives and devastated families, but it also remains a reminder of the police's constant work in pursuing justice, even in the most difficult cases. And as we continue to remember these terrible events, we must also renew our commitment to resolving outstanding cases and ensuring that justice is done for the victims and their families.